You know, I don't often do disassembly videos. Normally I show you what all comes as part of the radio mount kit, and then we assemble it and install it. But today we're starting in the opposite direction. Now, if you recognize this console, it's a little bit hard to see, but this fits 2013 plus Rams with the split bench seat, the ones that have 3 cup holders here. This was an incredibly popular console for the Ram trucks, and it's still going strong in a lot of them in 2025, and it looks like they're going to continue on in 2026. So if you're looking to install a radio in one of these trucks, I want to show you SkyMo's solution. And this is what it ends up looking like. It presses right onto the middle cup holder in this console. So I'll pull this off, and then we're going to take it apart. We'll take the radio off, we'll take the radio bracket off, and we'll show you what the radio mount actually looks like. Now, one thing before I do that, I want you to take note of where the face of this radio sits in relation to the console. So it's about, maybe an inch above the cup holders here. And as you're sitting in the driver's seat, you'll be able to see and control all of this very easily. Okay, so I've taken this all apart, and these are the 2 main components of the radio mount kit. And as you can see, we have this part that fits the cup holder. We call this the mount base. And then we have this part, and this is the part that you actually attach your radio bracket to. We call this the mounting plate. And the mounting plate secures to your mount base. And you might be sitting there going, well, Alex, why are there so many holes in your mount base if your mounting plate only has 2 holes in it? Well, very simply, it's to allow for some height adjustment. We just saw the Uniden Bearcat 980 SSB installed on this console. That was at the second to lowest holes in here. But let's say you have something like this. This is an Anytone radio, quite a lot smaller, right? So for something like this, if you had it on the second holes from the bottom, it's going to be sitting a lot lower. So if you had it at its lowest height, it's actually going to be sitting below the radio mount. If you had it at its highest height, it's sitting up quite a lot higher and probably a little bit more visible. So not only does the physical size of the radio affect where you're going to want your mounting plate to be on your mount base, but personal preference as well, right? Some people might actually want their radio sitting a little lower and more flush with their console. Some people like it up a little bit higher. And that is how we end up with a mount base that looks like this. It has all these different holes, so you can set your mounting plate to the highest, lowest, or somewhere in between.